Go live. We are actually live right now. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is, first of all, I just want to welcome everybody out to our Thursday Freedom Hangout slash Team Meet and Greet. This is something new we're going to be doing here on Thursday. So right now we're going to be doing it every Monday and every Thursday. So what I'm going to invite you to do is just sit back, enjoy the information, make sure that you approach it with an open mind. If you have any questions, you can just hold them to the end, and we're going to be opening things up for question and answer. You can go right to the YouTube page or the Google Plus page to paste your questions and answers. And before we get started, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just introduce everybody on the panel today. So, James, I'm going to start with you. Just go ahead and introduce yourself.
Yeah, my name is James Parker. Been in the business for about a little over 3 weeks. Love the ideal and
Hold on
concept.
one second, guys. We got an error. Hold on one second.
All right, cool.
Technical difficulties already. Okay, we good now.
Okay.
I had that other page open. Okay, so go ahead and just start introducing yourself.
Okay, my name is James Parker. Been in the business for a little over 3 weeks now. Love everything about the company so far, the concept, products. I'm just ready to crush it and help people in the process too.
Okay, next up is my man Jim.
Hey, what's up? I'm Jim Hoffman. I just been in it about a week and a half now. The thing that sold me on it was the vacations. That's what it's all about for me. And for those of you who I've been talking to about it, say you don't have time. Hey, you got to make time to get time.
Exactly.
You want to have time, you got to make time to get in and make some money and free yourself up, get some free time. That's it.
Okay, good.
Hey, well,
Next
we're
up.
going to click on their pictures on your side because we're just seeing you.
Okay, you just sent me in? Okay, sorry about that. Okay, yep, you guys see Trey now?
No, not yet.
Okay, let's give it a second. Can you guys see him now?
No.
Okay, so you're still just seeing me?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on one second.
James, I see you.
Jim, you see me on the big screen?
Yeah, I click on Trey's. I see Trey.
Okay.
But who's on the big screen now to you guys?
Trey's up there for me. I clicked on his picture there.
Okay, now if you don't click on it, who do you see on there? Click on me again, Jim.
Yeah, I see you.
Okay, so let's leave it like that for a second. Now hold on one second. Now, Trey, go ahead and say something. Let's see if we see you on the.
Hello. Check.
So everybody see me correct? Hold on one second. Let me check what our Facebook people are saying because I just gotta. Hold on one second, guys. Okay, Trey, go ahead and say something again.
Check.
Okay, James, go ahead and say something. Just say mic check.
Mic check. Mic check.
Okay, Jim, go ahead and say mic check.
Mic check. Check one. Check one.
Now, do you guys see Jim in the big box?
No.
you.
Still me?
Yes.
Okay. Hold on 1 second. I'm checking with the people on Facebook. Okay, folks, we apologize. Ran into a little technical difficulties here. We'll get it figured out in a second, figure out what's going on. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go out and come back in. Hold on 1 second. Oh, okay. I know what's going on, guys. Okay, so we're good off there. Okay, Jim, let's do this right here. Jim, say mic check again.
Mic check. Check 1, check 2.
Okay, good. I figured it out, guys. We have a lag on the end, so it's not in real time on the
Okay.
internet. So that's why it was looking different. So now, every time you guys speak, they do see you guys in the big box.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll just try to keep that part the same and stuff. Okay, so let's get this going again. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and introduce myself, and we'll go around again one more time and just go ahead and let people know why we got started. First of all, as you guys can see, we're really laid back with the way that we approach this business, and we're just authentic. We're real people, and we're conducting real business. The beautiful part about it is that we get to do business in a laid-back manner. And so as you watch this Hangout, what I want you to do is I want you to first of all think about what it is that we're doing, and then also just keep that in mind. You're not going to see a lot of sales talk here. You're not going to see a lot of hype. We're just a couple of guys that are having fun, helping people, families around the country, save money, manage money, and make money. And what we're going to do now is we're going to go back around one more time, go ahead and introduce ourselves since we can kind of figure things out, and we're not having any technical problems right now. And so I'm going to start it off. My name is Orville Parker. I'm a 42-year-old entrepreneur. I live in the St. Louis area. I've been married to my wife now for over 20 plus years. I have 2 sons, one that's 15 and one that's 5. I've been actually involved in the home business niche or space for almost 20 years now. Out of those 20 years, probably about 14 to 50 of them I did as far as a home business owner. The other 5 or 6 were spent working various jobs out there. I found out a long time ago that I was unemployable, not because I didn't have the skill set, but instead because I had the type of mindset where I've always wanted to have total control of my time, my finances, and also, where and when I worked. For the last 5 years now, I've been running a web development consultant company from home and also a print brokership. I was blessed enough to be introduced to the opportunity that you're going to be seeing today last year. But the thing was, last year, the timing wasn't right for me. Unfortunately, I was involved in another business project, and I didn't give this opportunity the time that it deserved. And so this year, when I finally took a look at the opportunity, just to be honest with you, I saw what I had missed. I saw what I had missed as far as a business, and I saw what I had missed as far as profit potential for my family. And so what I told myself at that point was that I wasn't going to let another year go by where I didn't take advantage of this opportunity. And so after talking things over with my wife, we sat down and we both decided that we were going to make this our flagship business for this year. So we took our other 2 small businesses. We still run them, but we kind of put them on the back burner, where the majority of our time, effort is going to be going into building out this project for 2014. We're really excited about the opportunity. We're really excited about what's going on. We're really excited about the possibilities. And so, we just invite you to just check the information out and just keep an open mind. And it may or may not be for you. That's okay, but we just ask that you go ahead and at least allow yourself to be able to hear what it is that we're going to say. Now I'm going to go ahead and just let the guys just go ahead and introduce themselves again. So why don't you start like you did last time? Go ahead and introduce yourself, James.
Yeah, my name is James Parker. 34. Got introduced to this business through my brother Orville Parker, and right away I noticed and was intrigued about the product. Not alone as far as the money, but as far as what the lifestyle is going to allow a lot of people to have. So people who have like families and stuff, or other things in their life that they hadn't been able to pretty much do, this business will allow you to do that. It would give you something called time freedom, which is very important to me because for the longest, I worked 11 years almost at a factory and didn't never have time for myself. But so I'm looking forward to this business and helping other people, accomplish time freedom and financial freedom.
Okay, next we're going to have my man Jim coming from Illinois. Go ahead and just introduce yourself, Jim.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Jim Hoffman. I've been in the business about a week and a half now, and what really sold me on it was, the vacations. I got my youngest daughter, 17, gonna be graduating school in December. It'll just be me and my wife taking some nice vacations, and hey, after working in the factory almost 20 years now. I used to work with James. I got introduced into it by James. Been friends with Orville for a few years now, and I'm just really excited about it. And for those of you who say you don't have time for it, I suggest you make time. You make time, that'll give you more free time later. I worked second and third shift for 17 years, missed all my kids, activities at school, and now I make sure I see my grandkids' activities. I'm gonna have me some free time.
Okay, next up, go ahead and introduce yourself, Tracy.
Well, I'm Trey. Got brought into the business by Orville. Been in it for 2 weeks, 2 weeks, and I think just what attracted me was just the possibility of not having to work and I guess like not have to have my time controlled by other people as I grow up and go through life as a young adult, and just to be able to help other people do that, yeah, other young adults be able to enjoy their lives. And that's what I'm into.
Okay, good. Okay, now what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go ahead and just really move into the presentation. What you're gonna be looking at is probably about 40 minutes. And what we're gonna do is, first of all, we're gonna talk about our whole team concept of what we're doing here. And then I'm gonna move into sharing with you guys the company that we decided to align with. And then third, I'm gonna talk to you guys about the money, how we are positioning and helping families hopefully be able to reach a certain level of financial independence here, real soon. And I want you guys again just to approach the information with an open mind. If there's something that doesn't make sense to you right now, just hold that thought and watch the presentation to the end. And then what's going to happen at the end, we're going to invite you to go ahead and ask any questions that you may have. We'll be happy to try to answer what we can answer. And then from that point on, the next step will be up to you guys. One of the things that I want to let you know right off the back is that this opportunity is not for everyone. And we understand that, and we're okay. But I heard a long time ago, I heard a wealthy guy, he told me, he said, look, he said, you can't say the wrong thing to the right person and the right thing to the wrong person. And what that means is if you're at that point in your life right now to where you're tired of maybe losing in life, and what I mean by losing, maybe you're the type of person when you get up in the morning, you know that you have to face two jobs, you don't have any type of what we call time freedom. Maybe you're the type of person where when you look up every month, you got more month at the end of the money instead of the other way around. Think about it, how would it feel not to have to worry about your bills anymore? How would it feel to be able to own your own time? How would it feel to not have a boss dictate, first of all, how much your value or worth is in the marketplace, but also how would it feel not to have to go to a boss to get time off for things that you think are valuable, but maybe your boss don't? Think about the dreams that you have in your life. How many of those have you given up on at this point? Because either A, you operated in fear, so you never went out and tried to do anything that will allow you to actually gain real freedom in your life, or B, you might have tried things and you got beat down, by the world, by circumstances and things like that. So one of the things that we want to share with you today is, first of all, we want to share with you that there is still a better way to do things out here. There is a better life out here. See, the problem is that a lot of people just haven't been exposed to the right vehicle yet. They have the desire, they have the want to, and some of them still can dust their dreams off, but they haven't had the right vehicle come across their path that will allow them to be able to get to the point that you're trying to get to. And again, this vehicle right here could be for you, it could not be for you. That's okay. But what we're going to do is today is we're going to invite you to sit back and just evaluate the information, listen to it, and then if it makes sense to you, you're going to be invited to take the next step. If not, that's okay too. Because one of the things that you have to understand about opportunity is that it's a personal choice. The opportunity that may be for you might not be for me. We're all on different journeys in our lives. We all have a different definition of what success is to us and what freedom is to us. And what we're going to do today is we're going to kind of just try to define what our definition of success is and why we're all so excited about what it is that we have before us. So give me a minute. I'm going to go ahead and get the PowerPoint started, and we'll go ahead with the presentation. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the panel just let me know when you see the PowerPoint up.
Yeah, I see it.
Okay, everybody see? Okay, give me 1 second. Let me check with our Facebook family. I'm just waiting to hear back from him, and we'll get started with it. If you guys want to go ahead and talk while I'm doing this, you could do that too. You could just share with them what you guys were doing up until this point again, and just talk about what this opportunity is doing for your life right now.
Yeah, this opportunity is allowing me to have a lot of free time to take care of my father, and it's allowing me not to worry about trying to get a job, a 9-to-5 job. I can work on my own time, which will allow me to take better care of him. So it's something that's very important to me.
Okay, good. I just got confirmation that we're live with the PDF, so what we'll do is we'll go ahead and just get started. Okay, first of all, again, we're welcoming you guys to our Freedom Hangout. This is an actual virtual meeting or presentation that we're going to be doing every Monday and every Thursday at 7 p.m. So make sure that you guys spread the word on this. If you hear something that makes sense to you and you think that this would be beneficial to somebody else, just make sure that you guys share this with them. And also make sure that if for some reason that you have to leave this presentation or meeting, before we end it, just go back to the page that you originally accessed this on, and we'll have a replay up on this at the end of the presentation. Okay, so let's go ahead and tell you a little bit about who we are. First of all, I'm going to go ahead and introduce myself to you guys. Again, I'm a 42-year-old entrepreneur. I've been out here moving around in the home business arena now for almost 20 years, give or take. My personal Dun and Bradstreet is that I was born and raised in the southern Illinois area, East St. Louis, Illinois, St. Louis, Missouri. We've been living in this area for almost, all my life. My family, we love to travel. We love to just do things that families does. Again, like I told you guys, I have a 15-year-old, I have a 5-year-old, and I have my beautiful wife. And we're just really at a point right now in our lives where we're trying to get to a point to where we can really do what it is that we're supposed to be doing in our lives, and that's living. Not worrying about circumstances as much, when it comes to finances and things like that. And just really just getting to a point to where we feel that we're living more than existing. Now, the thing is that me and my wife, we've been running businesses off and on, so we've experienced, a certain level of freedom in our lives. We both know what it means to have time freedom. Myself, I've been experiencing it, like I said, for the last 20 years. And here in the last 5 years, my wife was blessed to be able to come home. She retired herself from her job full time. And as of right now, she actually operates in a sub position with the school district and study full time. And so what that means to her is that the majority of the time she has the ability of not working. She's not on a set schedule, and pretty much what she usually does is just go in enough to be able to fulfill her requirements to keep her position as a sub. And so 90% of her time is spent working from home also too. We love the concept of time freedom. And what time freedom means to us is that we don't have to create a intensity in our life or a stress in our life that we have to get up at a certain time. We have an alarm clock, but it's really not set for us to get up. It fires off in the morning for us to wake our 15-year-old up, and the only alarm clock that we really have to worry about is that little 5-year-old that runs around. And most of the time, we are blessed to be able to sleep in late. We have the ability of being able to go to bed at any time we want to and get up when we want to. Again, with time freedom, that means that we're in total control of our time. We don't have to ask a boss. We don't have to go get permission from anyone to be able to have that time for a certain situation. I was telling someone the other day that we've been blessed enough to where with our 15-year-old now, we've missed only a small percentage of his events and since he was in school. I mean, we've been to every parent-teacher conference, every school social event, every event that he has, as far as sports, he plays football, he does wrestling, plays, we're there for all of them. And a lot of people don't have that, they don't have that reality. The sad reality is that a lot of fathers and mothers miss the majority of their kids' lives. Why? Because the high demands, the high stress that are put on them by jobs, careers, even entrepreneurs. A lot of entrepreneurs are actually operating in business models that are nothing but glorified jobs. These businesses have them working 60, 70, 80 hours a week, just like they would do if they were in a job. And a lot of them, are really at a point right now to where they don't even know their kids. And we've been thankful and blessed over the years not to have to deal with this. And this is something that we're, real excited about this business opportunity, because with this opportunity, we can actually extend that opportunity of having time freedom to the next family or to the next person. Now, another thing that I want to talk to you guys about my wife's and my situation, our family situation, but then also it ties into what we're going to be talking about here today is that when we think about freedom, we think about 3 levels of freedom, and one of them I already talked about, which was time freedom. But the second level of freedom is what we call financial freedom, and the third level of freedom is what we call location freedom, and I'm going to expand on those too. Now, when it comes to financial freedom, now a lot of people they kind of get that mixed up. What freedom means to us is the ability of being able to have control of that situation. And when it comes to financial freedom, our definition is a little bit different than what everyone else's definition out there is. Our definition is where we are in control of our paycheck. Now, understand me correctly on this. I do want to be financially independent according to the general standard out there. But the first step of that is to where you take control of your paycheck. And what that means is that you're in total control of your personal economy. See, the thing that I always understand is there's 2 economies out there in the world. One is the big general economy that the majority of the people, move to. When the news say that there's a drop in the economy, they react. They look to the government for a bailout. They look to their boss for a bailout. They look to social services for a bailout. If the economy is up, they say it's up. And when it's down, they say it's down and they react to it. See, individuals like myself and the guys that's on this panel, we kind of march to a different step. See, we have the power, the tools, the resources, and the ability and the opportunity to create our own economy. So what that means is that once we have our sales positioned correctly out here in the marketplace, we don't have to worry about what the world's economy says. And the reason being is because we are in direct control of our paychecks. If we need to make more money for our families, all we do is we go out here, we work inside of a business model that we own and control, like the one you're going to see today, and we can have the opportunity of generating more income. We don't have to worry about going to our boss, going through this whole tap dance with them, asking for a raise, a lot of times demeaning ourselves to get what we have due to us. Our positions create a lot of profit at companies, but a lot of times it never trickle down to us. It goes into the coffers of the owners, the executives, and things like that. Well, we don't have to worry about that, because if we want a raise, in our finances, all we do is expand our businesses. So think about that as I share things with you today. Now, the other thing is what we call location freedom. Now, location freedom is this big mystery out here that a lot of people don't have in their lives. And I believe for a person to be totally free, they have to have all three of these freedoms that we're talking about. And what location freedom means is that right now, I've been blessed to work from my home off and on for the last 20 years and again for the last 5 years. My actual commute to work is 2 feet away from my bed. Think about that. I don't have to worry about going out here fighting with traffic. I don't have to worry about making sure I get out the house in time to get to work on time. I don't have to spend an expense unless I choose to on traveling with my business, because 90% of my business is ran from my computer at home or from my smartphone or from my tablet. I don't have any type of overhead to my business. So I don't have to worry about any of that. You know, if I decide that I actually want to move my family, I can do that today, and my business goes along with that. And the reason why I'm able to do that is because of the type of business models that I already had in place, but the type that I'm actually building out right now. And this one that I'm building out is called social distribution. And I'm going to kind of explain it to you as we get on in the presentation. Now, what I want to do is I want to go ahead and just do a quick rundown of what the benefits are of first operating in the type of business model that we're going to be sharing with you today. Now, first of all, it's self-explanatory. You get a chance to own your own business. Now, I see a typo here. So if you guys looking at it out there, don't pay attention to that typo. I was rushing. We'll get that fixed. And again, like I say, you know, this is a real laid-back business, and we just do things really authentic, okay? So you get a chance to own your own business, and what that means is that the American dream has always been to be able to have the chance and the freedom to carve your life out. You know, free from some type of totalitarian government telling you that you couldn't do something, free from a whole lot of rules and regulations, even though that's changing some now, telling you that you couldn't go out here and make a profit. You know, one of the beauties about America is that we've been built on this whole concept and ideal that every person who's willing to go out there and work hard and take the risk, you can own your own business. Well, the good thing about us is that you can own a business without all the headaches. And I'm going to share this with you as we move on down this page here. First of all, it's a low startup. You don't have to go out here and risk what the average cost to start a small business in America is right now, which is $7,900. Okay, you don't have to go out and have that type of capital to operate in a business. We're going to show you today how you can get started for as little as $99 and then $99 a month. Now, understand what I'm saying. Contrast that to the average startup cost of a home-based business or a small business out here, which is $7,900. Now, when you start talking about franchises such as Subway, Jiffy Lubes, any of these franchises out here, the average price as of right now to actually acquire and start a franchise is right at $35,000. And that's just on entry level. We're not talking about premium franchises out here, like McDonald's. Right now, if you were to go out and you wanted to actually get access to that McDonald's system and set up a McDonald's franchise, you're looking at right at $1 million when you get through acquiring your real estate, building your store, and paying your franchise fees. And to the average American out here, every last one of these different price points that I talked about would require them to make a serious financial decision or a change. And that's even if they had the money to do it. You know, a lot of us, we're working hard just to pay the bills every month, let alone be able to come up with just the startup costs for a small business. And one of the things that I want you to understand as we move forward in this is, do not look at this $99 startup fee and think that since it's so low that it doesn't have the potential to throw you off the same amount of cash as these other businesses that what I'm talking about. And as a matter of fact, it's just the opposite. This business model that you're going to look at today only costs you a small investment to get started. It doesn't have any of the drawbacks of small businesses out here. But at the same time, statistics and history has shown these types of business models generate more money when it comes to as far as your risk of money, more money than a lot of your traditional businesses out there without the risk. Now, I'm going to put an income disclaimer out there because we're not going to guarantee you that you're going to make any money if you decide to join us in this business model. But at the same time, there is documentation of the potential, of what you can earn here with this business model. And right now, I'm just going to go ahead and finish this, and then we'll get in that a little bit more as we move on through the presentation. Okay, so low overhead. On this document, I say free to 99 because once you get started with this business model, you really have everything that you need to operate this business. But if you wanted to go out there and be able to purchase you some more advanced tools to be able to run your business, you can do that. Okay, so your overhead a month could be anywhere from free to $99. Now, the thing about that also too is that you have to think about this. You have no employees with this type of business model. Okay, you have no need for inventory. Now, I operated in the merchandising business for 10 years, and I did it in a way to what made sense to me and in a way that I could absorb the financial risk. I operated it out of my home. Now, traditionally with the retail operation, what usually a small business owner or entrepreneur would do is they would set some type of retail setup up, or they would move into something like wholesale distribution. Both of those require a high startup, a high investment to even enter that business niche. But the other thing is that you risk a lot of capital because you have to purchase a lot of inventory to be able to sell it. Now, I was blessed enough, like I said, to run mine from home, but it still had a high cost of operating it because I had to buy inventory. Now, with this business model that we have, you're going to be able to have access to sell a portfolio of some real high value, high quality products and services, but you don't have to worry about inventory. There's no stockpile in the warehouse, no stockpile in the garage. And to be honest with you, the majority of things that we do in our business is ran right from our websites. Now, keep that in mind as we move forward. Now, the other thing is that what I was talking about, this whole location independent business model. You can work from anywhere in the world with this business. Okay, this is what you call a true freedom business. If you always wanted to travel the world, if you wanted to go see countries out here, if you always wanted to live in a tropical area or somewhere that you felt was the right environment for you, but you couldn't do it because of your job or because of a traditional business that you have. Okay, with this business model, it's a portable business. That means that you can run this business from anywhere in the world as long as you have access to a phone and access to the internet. Now, another cool thing is I like to change my environment up. I have a nice little corner office that I set up for myself, but sometimes I want to get away. I want a different environment. So a lot of times I'll go out to like my local Starbucks or my local Mac Cafe, McDonald's or something like that and just work off site. A lot of times I go out to the park. I'll choose a destination that has a good environment and a good scenery because I can do that. I have the freedom of doing it because I operate with a business that allows me to do that. And that's one of the things that you're going to get, when you decide to actually, if you decide that you want to actually launch this type of business model, you're going to have the freedom of doing that. If you love the outdoors, you can work outdoors. If you even think about relocating your family across the country, you can do that. Now, what I want to do now is I want to talk to you guys about income. Now, if you haven't read the book out there called Rich Dad, Poor Dad, I would advise you as soon as you get off this call, go over to Amazon.com and purchase that book because he actually shares with you what I think is the foundational principles of what every person needs to know to really understand how money is generated, in this world. He talks about 4 quadrants in that book. One is an employee quadrant, one is self-employed, one is business, and one is investment quadrant. The majority of people in the world operate in the first 2 quadrants, with the majority being in an employee quadrant, which is the less leveraged quadrant. Next is self-employment, which is a step up from employment because you're still trading time for dollars. That's what you do in the employment quadrant. If you go to work, you get paid. If you don't go to work, you don't get paid. You can't send your cousin John to work in your behalf that day. You have to show up. If you don't show up, you don't get paid. And that's the same thing like with self-employment. And to be honest with you, with both of my businesses that I was actually operating from home before I started this freedom business that I'm operating here, both of them I traded time for dollars. And this is what you call linear income. I don't get paid off those two businesses unless I'm directly working for a client. Now, I could generate nice income, but at the end of the day, I'm trading time for dollars. There's no leverage there. If I don't show up for work, we don't have income generated for our business or for our family. And that's the way that the majority of individuals out there work. You know, they get up every morning and they hate getting up because they hate going to that job. They hate that boss. They hate them coworkers. They hate the work that they do. But the sad reality is that most of them never think about an alternative. Why? Because they don't think it's accessible to them. They don't think they have enough money. They think it's too complicated. All these different stigmas out here when it comes to business. But I'm here to tell you that we're going to share with you something today that's going to explode all those reasons and excuses, you know, and going to allow you to be able to get a clear view of a business model out here that will allow you to be able to get that freedom in your life. Now, we talked about linear income. Now, what I want to do now is move over to the other side of that quadrant. I want to talk about the B and the I, which is the business quadrant and the investor quadrant. Now, a lot of us, we can't move into the investment quadrant right now. Why? Because common sense tells us, okay, if we can barely pay our monthly expenses, where are we going to get the money to invest with? And the reason being is because if we operate inside of the employee quadrant, we have a lot of money that's flying out before we even touch it. And it flies out in the form of taxes. And in this presentation, I'm going to share with you one of the most value-based pieces of software that we offer that's going to allow you to immediately stop that bloodletting if you're an employee. We're going to show you how to actually get involved with us. You're going to flip a switch in your back office, and now everything that you spend throughout your day is going to have a chance of activating a tax credit for you. Why? Because you're going to be a small business owner now. So keep that in mind as we move forward. Okay, now one of the things that you're going to be able to do here is earn what we call residual income. Now, residual income is this income that a lot of business owners and a lot of investors earn. We already said that investment is really out of touch for a lot of us because we don't have enough money to be able to pay our budgets right now. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to share with you a very powerful form of income that if you work it the right way, you can get to that investment quadrant. And this form of income is called residual income. And it's one of the most powerful forms of income out there because what it states is that you get paid today, tomorrow, and in the future based off of what you did yesterday. Think about that. How many of us would love to get paid Friday for what we did last Friday, but without having to come over to the new Friday and do any work? Now, this is the same type of income that has made a lot of authors wealthy. They have a good idea for a book, whether they're a Stephen King or somebody else out here. They write a good book, they spend months doing it, and then they put it out there in the marketplace, and they generate sales. And those sales turn into residual income for that author. A year later, he's on the beach somewhere, you know, enjoying a pina colada, and his bank account is still being what? It's still being infused with residual income from his royalties from that book. The same thing happened with actors. The same thing applies to recording artists. They work today to create a product, they get paid tomorrow. Now, a lot of real estate investors operate in this quadrant. They go out, they take out a loan, they invest in a house, and they put a tenant in the house with the whole hopes of that the tenant is going to pay them more than what they have to spend out on the expense of the house, and as a result, they activate residual income in their lives. Now, this business model that we're going to be talking about today, it has all three of these built into it. It has linear income, residual income, and the last and the most powerful form of income that I'm going to be sharing with you tonight, which is multiplex income. Now, multiplex income says, okay, look, we're going to take linear income and we're going to take residual income and we're going to put it in the position to where it can explode, it can scale. And to kind of just bring it to, you know, to draw you a picture of how you can relate to this right here. See, multiplex income is the income that a lot of entrepreneurs operate in when they get to a certain level in business. let's say Mark Zuckerberg, okay, when he was sitting in his college dorm, he was sitting there coding. Okay, he was coding. At that point, he wasn't making any money. Okay, he was coding away. Then he started attracting friends and other partners that came to the table, and he started being able to leverage their efforts and stuff. And fast forward it to now, now Mark Zuckerberg is worth billions of dollars based off of what he put in place as far as a business model, his team, his employees, his systems. So that thing that he was working on, which had the possibility of being a linear income business model and a residual income model, became a multiplex model because he was able to expand it. He's just able to explode his opportunity there. And that's what we have here. We have one of the most exciting business models here that can throw you off. Income disclaimer again, it's not guaranteed, but it could throw you off a comparable income that a lot of people go out here and spend hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars investing and risking to get to this income level that you can get from this type of business that we're talking about, but without the risk and without the headache. So here you're able to activate residual income in your life. You can go out here and work hard for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, and reap the benefits of that, for a long time, and even for the rest of your life if you set your business up the right way. And you have the opportunity of that growing because we operate in a leveraged business model. Now, why is this thing leveraged? Because we get to leverage other people's time, we get to leverage other people's money, we get to leverage other people's effort. And all at the same time, what we're doing is we are helping them, working with them, partnering with them, coaching with them to build out their family's wealth. So it's not like we're taking money from them. We're not. It's just that when we go over here and we align with the kind of companies that we align with, instead of them spending a ton of money on advertising and things like that, they say no. They say if you guys go over here and you're able to build out this type of business model, this type of network, we're going to pay you on your efforts and the efforts of your network. And so that's how we're able to leverage in so many ways with this. Now, another thing, you're going to be able to have a chance to learn soft business skills. And soft business skills means that if you're trying to move into a traditional business, you might have never done anything like that in your life. You never owned a lemonade stand. You never had a paper route. You never sold candy bars. You never was a Girl Scout. You never launched your retail store, your service business, or anything. You don't have a clue about business, but you want to be an entrepreneur. And what I tell a lot of potential entrepreneurs is that this is a good bridge into launching a traditional business. But the thing is that a lot of people, once they get started with this type of business model, they don't want to move over to the traditional business quadrant, because of the freedom that you get with this business model. But if you do want to learn business skills and you don't have any business skills, this is a good place to come learn them at. You're also going to learn how to develop leadership skills, how to be able to recruit, how to be able to bring on, quality people, get them trained, how to motivate, how to be a leader. You're going to also get exposed to personal development, because I tell people that this business is 70% personal development and then 30% skill set, things that you learn how to do. And so if you're the type of person where you love personal development and expanding your mind, building your mind, getting better at who you are, you're going to have it here. You're going to also be able to build you a network of future business partners. Now think about the value of this. You're going to be attracting other like-minded individuals to this business who want to set up their own business but not be in business by themselves. And when you do that, you're going to extend the opportunity to them, and the company is also going to reward you for doing that. But now these future business partners that you are working with right now, later on, they might decide that they want to actually move into another business project. And think about if you did that with them. Let's say, for instance, you meet a buddy that's working with you in this business, and he decides once he's got this business established that he wants to go out and become a real estate investor. And since you guys have a relationship in this business, he asks you, do you want to join him? Now, we can't put the value on what that relationship is, because if you look at it just from this business standpoint, it could be a very lucrative relationship. But then when you look at it from that advantage too, it's unlimited of what that actual business partner could be worth to you over the long run and stuff. So really think about that also too, and that's very exciting. You're going to learn very valuable marketing skills. You're going to learn how to go out here and actually build traditional marketing skills. We're going to be teaching you from a team standpoint. Internet marketing skills. You're going to also learn how to go out here and how to actually leverage social media in your business, and all these skills are transferable to other business models. You're going to learn about new media such as blogging, video marketing, things like that. We're going to be teaching you about technology and software. So you're going to get an advanced level of education here. We're going to actually show you how to earn while you're learning. And these are things that you can utilize in this business, or you can transfer them to another business. If you love to travel out there, my family has been blessed to be able to travel at least, one good vacation a year. And we usually go to places, man, that are some really cool places. We've been camping up in the Rocky Mountains. We've been out to New York. We're able to go up there and visit, downtown Manhattan. We were able to, drive a boat down the Hudson River up there. We stayed with a couple of friends that had a house on the Hudson River, and so we were actually in Mike Tyson's hometown where he grew up at. We've been blessed enough to visit Florida to do camping down there. We've actually did the whole cruise thing. Went down and to Cayman Islands, Cozumel, all those different places like that. We'd have been to Texas. We'd have been out to California, to the Bay Area, Oakland, things like that. We've been blessed. We love to travel. And when I saw this company, man, I got really excited because one, I knew that now, since I was getting ready to move into this type of business model, that a lot of things with my travel were going to be a write-off. Why? Because one of the products that we have in our portfolio is a travel product. So if you like to travel, we're going to be able to show you how you're going to be able to write off a lot of the expense of traveling that used to be a liability to you now. We're going to show you how to turn that into an asset and have the government pay for your travel. Okay, now before I move into this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the team, and I'm just going to have them kind of just talk about, what they feel about that first part that I started. Can you guys see me right now?
Yeah.
Okay, James, why don't you go ahead and just start and just talk about some of the things I hit about with just this type of business model and what it means to you.
Yeah, this type of business model, it means a lot to me because for somebody who values their time for us, like family time, and the freedom to make choices on your own and not to have to conform to a boss, it's a ton of value right there because a lot of people nowadays don't really have a choice to spend time with their family or take care of a loved one or spend time with their children. And this business offers all that if you do it the right way. And that could be a powerful, powerful thing for a lot of people. And at the same time, it's also helping people get out of debt. And that way, that could change people's lives tremendously. And so I just see a lot of opportunity to help people, not only in their personal lives, but in their financial lives also, too. So it's very valuable to me.
Okay, Trey, let's go ahead and go to you. Just go ahead and share what you think about this type of business model based off of what we just shared so far with our viewers.
I think this type of business model is I think it's really good and it's innovative. It's a step forward from the normal pyramid chain of rank, and it's just that it's like you may be a hardworking person in the normal average economy and company, and you may work hard and you may have good work ethic, but you will only get rewarded slightly. And then with this, it's like since it's leverage, all that work effort you're actually benefiting off of, and you're making the lifestyle that you want. And not only that, but you're able to help others and help others become reach their full potential.
Right, right, right. Now, I don't know if we lost Jim or not. Jim, are you there?
He's muted too.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just finish up with the presentation right quick. Okay, so give me 1 second. I'm going to go back to the... Okay, can you guys see the PDF?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to put it back in the big box. Okay, so give me 1 second here. Let me check. And you guys say you can still see the PDF, correct? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we still
Okay.
see it.
Okay, that's good. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and get started again. I was just trying to verify that everybody that was logged in from Facebook and stuff could see it. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get started again. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna kind of go ahead and just really talk to you guys about our team, and then we're gonna move into the company and the products and things like that. I am one of the founders of the Big Network. And what we are is we're an independent team, a distribution team out here, and we operate in what we call social, commerce or social distribution. And that means instead of going out and setting up physical locations, warehouses, and things like that, we actually go out and we find other individuals and other families that want to actually link arms and join us and create what we call a social distribution network. It's kind of like what you see with Facebook. You have a platform where a lot of people come together to share ideas and concepts. Well, we created a business model, where a lot of individuals can come together and we can actually distribute products and services that we think are value-based to our friends and family, and the companies that we align with, they pay us a profit for doing this right here. Now, our philosophy here with the Big Network is vision big, mind strong, action daily. And what that means is that we have a big vision for our families and for the network itself. We mind strong. We're very big on being positive. We don't want to attract any negative individuals to what we're doing, so we just try to keep a real good, family and wholesome environment in what we're doing. And then action daily is that's just like it says, we take action. We're very serious about building wealth for our families. We're very serious about extending freedom to the next man or woman or to the next family. And so as a result, we don't just talk the talk, we walk the walk. We get out here, we take action. We understand that nothing out here is just going to be given to you. We understand that you're not going to get out here and you're not going to make $1 million in one day unless you're lucky to do that with something. That in order to get out here and establish something that's worthwhile, it takes hard work, it takes effort. You have to get out there and really work at it. And so we just come to the table with the right mindset when it comes to what it is that we're doing. Now, our vision for our team is to help each other attain freedom. We do this with lifestyle design, financial freedom, time freedom, and location freedom. Now, we have a lot of support systems built into what we're doing here, and that's why we tell you can get in business for yourself but not be by yourself. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to briefly go through some of the support systems that we have, and we are actually part of a bigger team. And I'll be sharing with you some of the things that you get with that. So again, understand that if you decide to come in this business, you're not going to be actually building this business by yourself. We're going to be offering support, training, and assistance on helping you build out your distribution network. Now, first, we have a private Facebook group. And for our team, which is the Big Network, it's accessible to all team members. You get to go in there, network, ask questions, things like that. Also in that Facebook group, we do post exclusive team training. So you'll see training on there that's going to show you how to market, how to actually manage your business the proper way. We talk about branding, we talk about social media and things like that. And then we also share with you updates and news from the company, so you don't have to worry about running to the corporate site or running to different sites to stay updated on what's going on with the company. We bring that to you there. Now, also, when you decide to join us in this business, you're going to access to our the private Facebook group of the second group that we belong to. Now, our personal group is right around 30-something members right now, and the actual big group is right around 1,400 members. Now, we all on this panel just got started within the last 35 days, something like that, and so we built a team of almost 30-something members in that time frame, and our big group has went from 0 to right at 1,400 and something in the last 90 days. So you see the growth that's there, and also I just wanted you to understand that it's not just a couple of guys sitting in the house that's doing this. And later on, I'm gonna share with you the size of the company and the size of the distributor force that's out there. Now, you're gonna get access to that big group's private Facebook page too, and they're gonna offer you there some different resources and a higher level of training also there. Now, we also have a private team training site that once you join us, you get access to that. And that's where we get into more advanced training. We give you a ton of resources there. We have a lot of resources based around personal development. So you can go there, you can read some good books, you can listen to some good audio training, watch video training. And the only way you get access to this is that you have to be a member of our team. Now, again, the big group offers a training site also too. And the big group that we're a part of is called Simple Freedom. And again, our actual personal team is called the Big Network. And so when you get involved with us, you get resources from both of these entities here. Now, we also offer what we call Team Freedom Seminars, and these are public seminars that we do here in the St. Louis area, and we're going to be soon expanding these to other markets like Atlanta, New York. And so the way these work is, it's almost like a live offline version of what you're seeing here with this virtual meeting. You can invite your prospects out, team members come out, and we share the opportunity. We share what we're doing with business, and we use it for a meet and greet. And that happens right now once a week. And like again, it'll be starting to take place in different markets. So if you have somebody that's in Atlanta, New York, or Florida, you want to plug them into one of these Freedom Seminars, all you'll have to do is get on our site, look at our calendar, and you'll be able to see where you'll be able to plug them in at. Okay, another tool that we have is this tool that you're actually engaged in right now. This is called the Freedom Hangout, and basically this is just a virtual version of our presentation, our meet and greet. This allows you to be able to have the ability of building your business from the comfort of your home. If you're the type of person you don't like to go to real world meetings and you don't think your prospects will, you can just point them to this. Now, as of right now, we have 2 of these that take place 7 o'clock every Monday and every Thursday. Here we're going to be launching a Saturday one also too. Now, another thing that we're getting ready to implement is called Freedom Calls, and these are teleconferences. So with these, what you'll be able to do is give your prospect a number. They can call in, and they'll be able to hear an audio version of the same thing that you're looking at and listening to right now. Last but not least, what we're putting in place for our team is, again, we're not looking to just make money, but we're looking to have fun and build a life and build relationships here. And so we're going to be doing what we call Freedom Socials here in the St. Louis. And again, these will be taking place in other markets also too, where we'll be putting together events for our team members and things like that. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about the company that we decided to align with. The company that we decided to align with is a company called Wake Up Now. And these right here are some pictures of their new offices. Now, the cool thing about this company is that in the last year, they've had to move offices 3 different times. And what you see right here, right now, is the beginning stages of a new 30,000 square feet expansion that they just started implementing in the last month, a month and a half. So exciting things are taking place. The company is experiencing huge growth, and as you can see, a lot of big things are taking place there at the home office. Now, let me go ahead and give you a little bit of details about the company, because a lot of times, we're hesitant on making a decision because we don't have all the information. So I'm going to give you a good start place to do your due diligence with. The company was started in 2009. It's a financial wellness company. Its mission is to help families manage money, save money, and make money. And again, like I say, this is a need that's out there in the marketplace, and we've been going out to the marketplace with this crusade and showing families how they can get total freedom in their lives, and also how they can learn how to manage, their money, how they can learn how to save money and make money while they're doing that. Now, the company right now, their size and market share, they're doing about $35 million in annual sales. So again, this is not a garage operation. The company has been operating for almost 5 years here now. They have 50,000 distributors that are out there. They're sharing our story, our product, and our message out there in the marketplace. Right now, we currently operate in the U.S., but we're getting ready to open up some global markets here. And with the first phase, it's going to be in various Asian markets. You could just get with the person who sent you to this hangout, and they'll be happy to share with you what these markets are. Now, one of the cool things is that right now, Wake Up Now is one of the top 10 fastest growing network marketing companies out there. So that means if you take all the different names that you heard out there in the marketplace, right now we're one of the fastest growing companies out there in our space. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and talk about the management team, because when you think about a business opportunity or even partnering with the company, we all understand that the company is only as good as its principles, its products, and its opportunity. Okay, so again, the actual principles with this company are just as rock solid as the company itself. The business partners who actually run this company, they've been in business as partners for years. All 3 of them have been operating in various spaces out there, but they all 3 worked at a venture capital firm that was managed by the partners. They all have strong backgrounds in business and finance. They have experience with running billion-dollar operations, and they have taken multiple companies public in the marketplace. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just briefly talk about a couple of them. Kirby Cochran is the CEO. Now, this gentleman here is one of the most influential business people out there in the country. He is so influential that a lot of the MBA programs send their grad students to him for internship. He's authored several books out there on finance and business. He's a venture capitalist. Him and both the president, Jason Elrod, both of them are venture capitalists. So these are not your traditional guys that usually operate in this space. They're not network marketing guys. These were guys who are out there operating in traditional business. These are the same kind of guys that go out and they fund the Googles, the Facebooks, the PayPals, and things like that. These guys really understand the finance level of business and also how to build a business. Kirby Cochran has actually ran multiple billion-dollar companies. He's built billion-dollar companies. Jason Elrod, he actually took a family business and turned it into a multiple $100 million company, ended up selling that. He also has operated in the venture capital space. Phil Polich is a real estate entrepreneur. He did really big things, with real estate out there, built a huge investment portfolio. And these three guys have been operating as a team and business partner for years. And so again, when it comes to your principles and the foundation of your company, you can't get no better than that. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about the company some. We have a term that we use called the One Life, and I'm gonna go ahead and tell you what the One Life is. It's when you get paid when people shop, you get paid when people travel, you get to deduct from taxes for every business mile you drive, and you get to achieve your dreams out there in your life by helping others save money, to manage money, and make money. Now, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and talk about the product suite. Now, the first thing that we have in our product suite is our digital suite. And in our digital suite, we have a product that we call the One Hub. And it's to kind of just give you something that you can associate it with. We're positioning this to compete with Amazon. And through our hub, you can access all of our Wake Up Now products. And right now, we have over 5,800 agreements with online merchants and brands out there, online and offline. And some of the brands that we have actual contracts with, you probably heard out there before: Macy's, Walmart, Home Depot, Best Buy, Target. Now, the cool thing about Wake Up Now is that we tell the families that we help out there that we're not trying to have you go out and do something that you don't already do. We're not trying to change your buying habits. What we're telling you is that we've put together a system that's going to allow you to be able to go out there and purchase your goods and services from the brands and the companies that you have grown to trust, but we're going to actually show you how to save money when you purchase those everyday purchases that you usually purchase. And the way that you do that is, instead of you going directly to those companies, now you access everything through our hub. And this is a screenshot of what our hub looks like. And what it is, it has a search bar similar to Amazon. You go in, you put in what you're looking for. And in this specific example, I put in Air Jordans. And so if you can see right now, it came back with 35,000 results. Okay? So now, instead of you going straight to, say, Nike.com or Macy's.com or Footlocker.com, you come in and you search for it through our actual hub. And we'll pull up results showing you the different deals and agreements that we have in place with merchants, where you can buy that same shoe from that same merchant, but you're going to be able to either A, save on the cost of it, B, save on your shipping, or C, it's going to activate a cash back. And now, if it's a cash back, you're going to receive that back once you make your purchase. Okay, and so again, all you have to do is go in. I don't care if you're looking for tires, if you're looking for shoes, clothes, books, pots, and pans. The same way you do it with Amazon.com, you're able to come to the hub here and be able to search for things that you're going to buy out there from your favorite stores and brands. But with us, you're going to be able to save money on it. Now, the average family saves an average of $200 to $400 by just utilizing the actual products that I'm showing you here. Now, the second product we have is what we call Deal Stream. Just to kind of briefly be able to explain to you, is this is similar to what you see with Groupon. We go out and we establish certain relationships with certain vendors for a limited supply of products. And then we work out a deal where we're able to pass that on to our members. And so what you'll see is, if you're familiar with sites out there like Whoop.com and Groupon, this is the same type of deal here. As you'll notice right here, if this was a Panasonic designer coffee maker that usually retail for right at $275, we had it in the Deal Stream for $125. Now, the cool thing is that when you become a member, not only do you get access to these deals, but you're able to take certain deals in your hub, and you're able to share those with your friends and family via social media platforms. So what happened is, let's say for instance you took advantage of this and this one qualified for you to share. All you would do is you would purchase this for your family, and then there's a little share button that you would click on. And once you share this, it would post to either your Facebook, your Twitter, or your Google Plus. And when your friends, family, and your network took advantage of that, they would get the same deal, and that's going to activate a commission for you. Now, think about what would happen if you put something popular on there and it was shared and reshared by multiple people. That can actually take on a life of its own, and your actually commissions from that could be huge, depending on what you're doing here. Okay. So what you're going to see here is, this is a screenshot of the Deal Stream right now. If you notice right here, they have these Mixar Beats by Dre. Retail price is $249. Right now, you could take advantage of those for $189. So again, you save a lot of money on things that you buy. Now, one of the cool things about deciding to come into business with us is that as soon as you do that, you're going to activate tax credits, because now you're moving from the employee quadrant and you're moving over to the business quadrant. Now, one of the softwares that we have in our product suite is called TaxBot. Now, this is a very unique piece of software because, first of all, it was developed and created by a gentleman that used to be the head trainer for the IRS. He would train all their agents and all their attorneys on tax code. And right now, he's one of the actual trainers that work with the Tony Robbins Foundation. So when you think about that out there, he's one of the guys that teaches Tony Robbins' actual attendees how to save money on taxes and things like that. Okay, so anyway, he created a piece of software. We went in, we did a joint venture with him. He actually took the software and he adjusted it for our business model and also for the types of businesses that we will be attracting. And it has over 300 actual tax credits built inside of it. Now, this software is very unique because it comes in a desktop version and an app version. And all you do is go in, you spend a few minutes setting up the software, putting in your name, the name of your business, and things like that. Now what you do is, as soon as you sign up with us, what we tell you to do is start taking everything that you purchase right now and running it through this software. So now the cool thing is, when you go out and you spend $20 at the pump, since you are in the type of business model that you're in, you are going to activate a tax credit now on your gas for an average of right around 50 cents. So for every dollar that you spend on gas up until today was a liability for you. But now, if you decide to join us in this business, when you spend $1 on gas, it's going to activate an average of 50 cents in tax credits for you. And I'm going to show you what that means for you. First of all, if you, let's say for instance, you drive to and from work, you go do different things, and you spend an average of, let's say, $50 a week on gas. That works out to be $200 a month. Now, since you are in the people business, you're in the type of business where everywhere you go, you have the potential of talking to someone about this business or sharing your products. Now, 50% of that is going to come back to you at the end of the year. So now, when you spend $200, you're going to get a tax credit for $100 just on your fuel. So by deciding to join us in this business model, if you're spending $99 a month on our actual package, just with this one piece of software, that's going to offset that immediately, because now 50% of every dollar you spend on gas is a write-off. Not only that, but you can write off your wear and tear on your automobile. You can write off your maintenance and your service on your automobile. And also, this software has an app that's really cool, and the way it works is, before you leave to go anywhere, you go in and you push a button that says Start Trip Tracking. It has a GPS system built inside of it. It tracks your actual mileage, it tracks your route, and then when you get to your destination or you get back home, you push a button and say End Trip. The software already has formulations and calculations built inside of it. So it calculates your actual tax credit for what you just done as far as your trip. Then if you spent money on gas, either before the trip or during the trip, all you have to do is take a picture of your actual receipt, and it actually attaches it to the trip. All this goes into a cloud server. Then what happens at the end of the year now, when it's time for you to pay taxes, you don't have to worry about pulling out 50 million receipts to try to share with your accountant. All you do at this point is give them access to the reports and to the data that we have in this tax file right here. Now, a portion of your home is a write-off. A portion of utilities is a write-off. When you buy computers, when you buy hardware, when you buy a printer, when you buy office supplies, a portion of that is your write-off now. When you decide to start a business, this software allows for you to keep records and track of that, and it's all compliant to the IRS standards. Now, one of the cool things that I love is that when I take my wife out to dinner, okay, let's say, for instance, we spend $30 on a dinner. As a small business owner, the government says that I could write up to 50% of that off as long as we're talking business. Well, she's my business partner. So now if you decide to join us in this business, a thing like that used to be a liability, the government is fit to pay 50% of your dining now. If you decide to go out for entertainment and you take your spouse or you take a client or a customer, a portion of that is a write-off now. Everything in your home that you utilize for business can activate tax deductions. Everything with your automobile, club memberships, things like that. Now, another thing, this actual product suite that we're talking about, this digital product suite, is 100% write-off. So let's say, for instance, you decide to join us. It's going to cost you $99.95 to buy this product suite that includes all this software that I'm talking about. At the end of the year, the government's going to give you a tax credit, the equivalent of 12 months of your payment, which is $1,200. So the government is paying for your membership in this. They're going to give you a tax credit at the end of the year for this. Okay, let's talk about another piece of software they have. We have, one of the things that we try to explain to people is that our whole job, again, is to help you save money. And as you've seen so far through our marketplace, you are able to save a lot of money on things that you buy right now, goods and services and things like that. Now, one of the things that we've seen out there in the marketplace is that a lot of people, the reason why that they overspend or don't have enough at the end of the month is because they don't know how to manage their money. A lot of us don't have the discipline to be able to say no when it comes to shopping. So as a result, we always go over our budget, or we do it often. And so with Wake Up Now, we have a piece of software called One Finance. It has two parts to it. The first part is a budget module. It's similar to what you'll see out there with Quicken, with Mint, but it's those on steroids, and I'm explaining to you why. On the first side of it, you're able to go in and take all your data, all your bank accounts, your debit cards, your budget, and input it inside this software. It's going to create a profile for you. It's going to sync everything with your bank. A lot of you might be wondering out there how secure this is. Well, we use the same level of security and encryption that banks use with this software. It's actually done by Intuit. Okay, so when you actually put your data in, you can rest assured that your data is safe because we have the same level of encryption and the same level of security as your neighborhood bank has. Okay, so again, you put all your information here. You say, okay, this is my entertainment budget, this is for my house, my rent, my mortgage, my card note, and it creates a profile for you. But the cool thing is that it also has a notification and accountability module built inside there. So what's going to happen is, let's say, for instance, you're the type of person where you always going over your budget. You go over your budget in dining, entertainment, and let's say for this particular month, that when you look at it, you notice that you always go over your dining budget by $50 a month, every single month. Okay, and you don't have the discipline to stop. So what happens now is when you decide to actually get this product and you actually go in and you put your family's data and stuff in there and you activate this product, it syncs with your email. Okay, so what happens is that when you go out and you use that debit card to purchase something for dining, it puts it in a category. When it sees that you are getting close to your budget, you're going to get a notification and say, look, buddy, or look, ma'am, you are close to your budget. You need to stop. Now, for a lot of us, that's all we need in order to exercise or execute discipline in our budget. We just need a reminder. We just need something that holds us accountable. Let's say in your case that was able to keep you from going over budget. So now you're starting to save $50 a month just in that one category, just by actually syncing your finances and putting this software into place inside your family, inside your family's household. So now you're saving $50 a month on this. You're saving 50% on your gas mileage. A portion of utilities, your cell phone bill, your rent is a write-off now. And also you're saving money on all the goods and services that you usually buy from all the stores. Okay, this is why we say that the average family starting off is going to save anywhere from $200 to $400 a month just starting off when they actually start using the software that we got in these packages. Now, the next piece of software is, let me get to it right quick. Let's go back to here. The next piece of software that we have in here is just the second side of this. It's what we call our debt reduction software. And pretty much, you know, we say that we want to help you save money and manage your money. So one of the best ways of getting stress off of a family's finances is to look at what they're doing and say, okay, what's the quickest way that we can help a family get out of debt? And so what we have built inside of this finance program on the other side is a debt reduction module. And the way it works is, again, you go in, you put your loans in there, you put your mortgage, you put your car notes in there, you put any type of credit card loans that you have, your student loans, and you input the data, the actual financial institution that you have the loan with, your interest rate, how long the loan for is, and then the software does a calculation. And what it does is it uses a formula that is based off the same formula that Dave Ramsey talks about, you know, in his seminars, which is the debt avalanche formula. It looks at your debt and it lets you know, based off the interest rate, the payments, and the amount, which one you need to pay off first. And then this software, once you pay off that particular debt, it shows you the next one that you need to pay off based off the formulas and the calculations that has been proven to actually help families get out of debt in the quickest manner. So when you look up at the end of this journey, you know, you're going to be able to save a lot of money in interest. You're going to be able to relieve that stress off your family a lot quicker because you are utilizing this software. So now you're able to free up some money, and then what we tell individuals is, now with that money, what you can do is you can go out there and you can apply it to your investments. Or you can actually take it and you can try to free up some hours of work, whichever way you choose to actually utilize that, you know, but now you have that money to further empower your journey and your run to freedom. And so, you know, really think about that as you look at what we're talking about. Because again, you know, it's something that can allow you to relieve the stress, you know, in your finances. Now, what I'm going to talk about right now is I'm going to talk about a pretty cool piece of software that we have, and it's called OneSpeak, and it's a competitor out there to software out there such as Rosetta Stone. We've all heard about Rosetta Stone. You pay anywhere from $150 up to $300 to $400 per module. And usually, if you're trying to learn a language like Spanish or something like that, you usually have to go through various modules like beginner, intermediate, advanced, things like that. And then you have to pay for each module. Now, with your digital package here at Wake Up Now, we give you access to a piece of software called OneSpeak. And that's actually built and powered by a company called Transparent Language. Now, that company is the same company that has actually built, managed the Department of Defense's language program. And this is the program they use to give their officers, their soldiers, and their employees access to learn a foreign language. We have the same company that built this software package for our company and our members. Now, the thing about this is that you don't have to go out there and spend $100 to $300 per module, multiple modules to learn a language. When you actually subscribe to our $99 package, again, that's a total write-off at the end of the year, you're going to get access to OneSpeak. Now you're going to get access to 80 different languages that you can learn for that same $99 price for this total package. You're going to be able to go in there and learn Spanish, any kind of language you want that falls within that 80 language limit. So now, you know, when you calculate the cost of that, you know, you're going to save your family a lot of money if you're looking to go out there and learn something like this. Because, see, traditionally you have to go out and take a class, or you have to buy something like Rosetta Stone. And statistics show that if you are bilingual, that can increase your salary by 15 to 20% if you're bilingual. In today's society, it's really not a smart choice to just know one language. Why not? Because, when you're thinking about America, we have a growing population of other nationalities here. Right now, they tell you that the Hispanic marketplace is one of the fastest growing marketplaces. And so now, if you're wanting to tap into this marketplace, you have the ability of doing it inside this package. Okay, let's talk about our One Protect. And pretty much what this is this is a piece of this is a program that we set up in a piece of software that's actually built by Invisius. Okay, I can't pronounce that really good, but it has a couple of parts to it. One is an identity theft program where if you ever had your identity stolen, you're going to have experts that's going to come to work on your behalf. They're going to be able to go in and they're going to start executing the different actions that's needed to help you restore your identity. That's going to save you a lot of money and time down the road. And we also have a almost like I call like a cyber watch program that you can actually install on your computer. It's going to let you know about threats and different things that can come against your family or come against your computer. And last but not least, we have another level of protection on there. If you ever get a virus or something like that on your computer, all you will have to do is contact the company that we have the partnership with, and their actual remote tech guys would actually just remote into your computer. They would do a professional virus removal on your computer, and they would run software to make sure that any malware, any virus, things like that are off your computer. Okay, so let's talk about another cool piece of software we have. Again, we try to save you money on everything that you buy, and one of the biggest expenses in a family is groceries. We all have to eat. Well, we have another piece of software, another section to our marketplace called One Local, and basically what you do here is you can go in, and I'm gonna go ahead and show you right quick. Okay, you can go in and you can put your zip code in. And when you put your zip code in, it's going to pull you back all the coupons that apply to groceries and things like that that are in your area. Like in this example, I put in my zip code, which is you see here, and it pulled me back 293 results. So now if your wife likes to coupon, or if you like to coupon, or if you're the guy and you like to coupon, or if you're a lady and you like to coupon, whatever, okay, you don't have to worry about going out here trying to accumulate different publications, clipping coupons. You don't have to worry about doing any of that. All you have to do is come in here and put in your zip code, and all the coupons in your local area are going to be delivered right in that space. And as you can see right now, there's 293 coupons and deals for my zip code. And they also have an option where you can go in and you can print right there, as you can see. Now, this actual software does have an app component to it too. So now you can just pull the app up on your smartphone and put in your zip code, and you're going to get all the coupons for groceries, your local dining establishments. If you're looking to get oil changes and things like that, you would get coupons delivered to you right there. You don't have to worry about going and look for that. Okay, now I'm going to do is go ahead and pull up another slide here. Now what I'm going to do now is move into and start talking about our physical products. Now one of the things about this company is that they're always looking for ways to add more value to what they're doing. That's from a customer standpoint and also from a distributor standpoint. And when our company looked out over the marketplace, we were trying to identify trends or things that were really popular out there, and we looked at those different verticals and we looked to see if there was something that we can move into the space and do that would add more value to the space. And one of the things that we saw out there was the energy drink market. Now, when it comes to energy drinks out there, we don't have to really go too far to see this in the marketplace. Everywhere you turn, somebody's using an energy drink, whether it's an athlete, whether it's somebody that's working a job, or somebody who deals with a lot of stress. Everybody needs energy out there. I heard one of the doctors on one of the most popular doctor shows, it was Dr. Oz show, and he said that the average person out there, needs an energy drink. It's just a reality. We don't get enough nutrients to sleep. So, a lot of people need an energy drink to get through their day. And so what we did was we looked out there and we said, okay, we wanted to actually create something in the marketplace that can compete out there, but we wanted to bring to the table the same thing that we did with everything else. We wanted to put something out there that had a lot of value, but at the same time that saved our actual members a lot of money. And so we came out with what we call the Awakened Thunder. And this is the energy drink to a line of energy energy-based products that we've put out in the marketplace. And we put this out there to compete with products such as Red Bull, Rockstar, and Monster. It comes in a real cool can. You know, we did some really good branding on it. I like what we did with the branding. It's also a healthy energy drink. At the end of the day, we don't have any of the harmful stimulants in there that you see with the regular energy drinks. We don't have any sugar. It's only 10 calories. It has a lot of vitamins and nutrients in it. You know, we have vitamin B6 in here. We have vitamin B12, vitamin B5. We have natural caffeine in here, like again, not any of the harmful stimulants. We also have green tea. A lot of us know the medicinal properties of green tea. You know, it helps with a lot of things out there when it comes to your body and nutrition. We also have chokeberry in here, which is a fruit extract from what they call a superberry. If you've never done any research on chokeberry, go research it. It actually helps with a lot of health issues, and one is it's anti-inflammatory. It helps to balance some of the things that you see out there with diabetes and things like that. Now, this energy drink has been positioned out in the marketplace to be very competitive, and right now you can purchase this from us as a preferred customer for $48 for a case of 24 pieces. And again, you know, a lot of energy drinks out there will cost you anywhere from $2 up to $5. So again, we put something out in the marketplace that was of really high value. We came in at a competitive price. Now, the second product that we have in our product mix is a product out there called Awaken Citrus Rush. And we have another one called Tropical Burst, or the same thing but different flavors. And to kind of just give you what this is similar to, this is a natural, healthy version of Gatorade. It comes in small packs. You know, each pack is enough for a serving. All you have to do is have you a bottle of water or a cup. You pop the pack, you pour it in, and you just shake it up, and you have a healthy energy drink. Now, this right here comes in right at $20 a box for a month's supply. And this right here is our Awaken Arabica black coffee. It's a deep black coffee, but at the same time, it's really smooth. We put this out in the marketplace just to try to put an alternative out there to what you see with your Starbucks and your coffee, like at your McDonald's or your local Quick Trip or something of that manner. And again, we put a lot of value in the marketplace with this because we put a healthy alternative out there to what you see with coffee. And this coffee right here, it comes with what we call Ganoderma in there. If you never heard of Ganoderma, go do your research. This is a actual extract from a mushroom that the Chinese have been using for hundreds of years to heal a lot of their elements. It's also very smooth. You know, you don't have to worry about this having the usual taste that you. Okay, that's cool. Sorry about that. Let me fix something right quick. Give me 1 minute. Looks like our screen is stuck here. Okay, can you guys see me right now? Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and try to switch back over and let me know if everything goes right with that. Okay, can you guys see the PowerPoint again?
Yeah, we can see the coffee.
Okay, good. Just let me know if that gets stuck again. Thanks for that. Okay, so again with this coffee, okay, it's Arabica Black, Ganoderma in it, has 30 packs in it, so it's a month's supply. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and switch to the camera because I want to show you guys both of these real quick so you can kind of see live what I'm talking about here. So give me a minute here. I'm gonna switch over again. Okay, so this is the box that the coffee comes in right here. This is how your packs look. Okay, so they come in these cool little packs. You could take them with you to lunch, to work, things like that. But the thing that I like about these packs is I never have to worry about pouring too much in my cup. So I'm able to control my costs. And right now you can buy a box of these for right at $16. It gives you 30 of them. So if you drink 1 cup a day, it gives you a month's supply of these. And this is the Awaken drink here. And just kind of wanted to show that to you guys so you can just have almost like a visual of what that looks like in real life. Again, this is really good if you ever drunk a Mystic out there or something like that. It has a real good taste. You have to be very careful because the taste is good. You know, it don't have a lot of I mean, it tastes really good. I mean, don't even taste like an energy drink, and you're not going to have to worry about crash, and you won't feel any of that like you feel with regular energy drinks. Now I'm gonna go ahead and switch this back over to the PowerPoint. You guys just let me know when you see that again.
Yeah.
Can you guys see that?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, last but not least, we have a line of skincare. It's called Trevani. Okay, again, we just replicated the same formula. We looked out there and we seen where families were spending a lot of money or something out there that had a lot of value out there that people were consuming a lot. And one of the things that we decided to do was to enter the skincare market. So we came out with a line of products for the women that's built around the skincare line. Again, they can save money, high value product. Okay, let's talk about one of the most popular products out there in our digital suite. This is called the Vacation Club. And with this right here, you're going to get access to several levels of vacations, and you can save up to 80% off on your vacations. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna walk through a couple of slides, and then I'm gonna kind of just pause what I'm doing and pull up some other slides that Jim sent me over and just show you just some real examples of some vacations out there. First of all, when you get involved with the digital package, our $99 package, you're going to get access to the Vacation Club. Now, it's the only product that we have in our suite that you have to pay an additional fee to. You pay a $99 one-time fee, and that's going to give you a lifetime access to this Vacation Club. And again, here you're going to be able to save up to 80% off on various vacations throughout this deal engine that we have here. And just to kind of give you an example, you can get a 5-night cruise to the Grand Cayman and Cozumel for $319 per person. You can get access to a vacation at Pebble Beach, Florida, 7 nights for $394. You could get 7 nights at Las Vegas for $349. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of go ahead and pause my screen for a minute. And why don't you guys just go ahead and talk about what you guys like the most about the products that I've been showing, and then when I come back, I'll just excuse myself and then just let you guys know that I'm back right now.
Hey, Orville, did you point out that when you get the platinum package, you get 10 bookings on the Vacation Club?
No, I didn't. Why don't you go ahead and explain that to him, Jim, and just explain that to him right quick for me.
When you sign up, your $99 a month, that gets you 10 bookings in the Vacation Club. And I don't know how to pull the slides up, but some of them I sent over to Orville was on the hot weeks they got a 7-night stay at the Reef Resort at the Grand Cayman Islands for 4 people, 7-night stay, $449. You just pay for your airfare to get down there, and the $449 is not per person. That's for everybody. They have a Gardens at West Maui, Hawaii, 7-night stay, 4 people, $479.
Wow, good deal. Go ahead and just read some more of those off, Jim. Just kind of give them some ideas of what's there.
Let's see, they got a Club Tahoe in Nevada. They got a 7-night stay, 2-bedroom condo, sleep 6 people, $314. See what else they got here. Club Sevilla in Kissimmee, Florida. And we all like to go down to Disney World, or if you haven't been to Disney World, I highly recommend it. This resort here, 2-bedroom, sleeps 8 people, $369 for a 7-night stay. You just pay for your gas to get on there.
Get on some good deals.
Right. And I have saw one. I'm gonna go ahead and share one that I have saw on there. You know, we live in the St. Louis area, and Branson, Missouri is right around probably about 3 hours from us, give or take. And I was on there, and I saw a Hot Week on there, and they had seven nights on there, and it was to one of the resorts in Branson. And it worked out when I went to the actual resort's website For that particular room that they were offering, it slept 4 people, and they were asking 140, like $145 a night for it. And so that would have worked out to me right at $1,200, 1,200 or $1,300 for the 7 days. Now you could have got that same vacation for right at $129 for the whole 7 days. These are the kind of deals that you get with the hot weeks. But now if you move more into like what we call like the 60-day out engine, you can get actual deals on actual vacations all around the world. We're talking about Paris. We're talking about just all over the world, and you're able to go in there and save a lot of money. And a lot of members have signed up with our company just to access the vacation package itself, because we offer such a huge savings on what they already spend money on, and it makes a lot of sense to them. Now, what I'm gonna do, guys, is I'm gonna go ahead and just pull back up the PowerPoint and just let me know when that's back up again. Give me 1 minute. And can you guys see that?
Yeah, you got
Yeah.
the vacation club up.
Okay, good, 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 good. Okay, now again, before we move on and talk about the money, remember also too, since you're in the business now of selling vacations, now your vacations that you take can actually activate, a write-off for you. Because if you go to one of these resorts or whatever, you go there and you're talking business and you're sharing the business and you're shooting videos to bring back to your site or your blog and stuff, that becomes a actual business trip and stuff. And so you can actually write off part of that trip now, on your taxes. Okay, let's go ahead and talk about how you can actually get involved with this company and how you can make money. There's a couple of ways that you can get involved with this company. One way is you might look at it and say, okay, look, I don't want to actually join the actual company as a business owner. What I want to do is just access your product suite. So you can come in and you can sign up for free as what we call a preferred customer. Then you will have the opportunity and you will have access to the different products that we've been talking about, and you can go in and you can actually purchase these products for your own consumption. Now, the second way you can get involved with us is what we call an independent business owner. And that's guys like everybody that's on this panel today. And you say, okay, look, everything sounds good. I love the products. I love the services that you guys are offering. But also, I want to actually have a chance at building me a independent business from the comfort of my home. So you will decide to actually come in and join us as an independent business owner. Now, to actually do that, it's going to cost you $99.95 to actually get a subscription to our Platinum membership. And this is the actual product suite that we usually have most of the people that join us actually get involved with. And it's for several reasons. One is that we are firm believers that you need to be a product of the product if you're out here selling a product or a service. The other thing is that you won't know the true advantages, deals, savings that you're going to actually receive unless you are a product of the product. And last but not least is that one of the things that, like we say, that we try to show families how to do is to save money, manage money, and make money. If you don't actually subscribe to this actual digital product, you're going to lose two of those benefits, which is save money and manage money. And you're going to weaken, what you can do here with this business and with these software. Now, you earn commissions on this, and I'm going to kind of explain this to you in the most simplest format. Basically, you get paid off of everything you do in your network. When you go out here and you say, okay, look, I'm going to go out here and I'm going to connect arms with other like-minded individuals, and I'm going to try to build my network out across the country. The companies say for you willing to do that, then they're willing to pay you profit or commissions on everything that passes through your network. And we get paid off of what we call volume. So it's just like if I was to go out here and I was to launch a chain of franchises or a chain of retail stores, I get paid off of everything that passes through my network. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me make sure everything is okay. Okay, good. Okay, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of give you a breakdown of how this is. Everybody comes in as an IBO or independent business owner when they decide to get started with us, and that costs you $99.95. And just for illustration purposes, we're going to round that off to $100. And we have a very effective strategy that we use to help our actual team build out their businesses and actually get into profit really quick. You know, with a traditional business out there, it usually takes you 3 to 5 years to actually realize a profit in your business. That's if you even make it to that standpoint. We're able to show our actual members how to actually get into profit, sometimes in as little as weeks, but within their first 1 to 2 months. Now, we have a strategy that we call B3H3G3, and what that says is when you decide to get in this business and become a builder or a business owner, you know, doing the actual same actions or using the same methods that we're using here on this Hangout, you are going to have the ability of attracting other business owners to your network. And the company says when you attract 3 business owners to your network, that's going to activate the first level of commissions in our company. And you're going to be promoted to what we call a D3 level, and that's going to activate $100 a month of residual. Now, think about that. By only doing what you're going to do naturally, sharing this product and service and sharing an opportunity with your friends and family, now you're going to position yourself to be rewarded with residual income. Remember how powerful we said that residual income was? It's income that you earn today, but you get paid off of it tomorrow. So just by attracting 3 individuals or 3 other like-minded business owners, you're going to activate $100 in residual commissions. And now your monthly membership is free. And we call that 3 to free. So that $100 goes to paying your monthly membership. Now the company says when you turn around and you help the 3 that you attracted do the same thing and reach the first level and they're free by going out and finding them 3 individuals, you are going to activate the second level of commissions in our company. And that's $600 in residual income. Now in most actual network marketing companies out there, you used to have 100 to 30 to 140 people on average to be able to generate a $600 residual commission each month. With our company, all you need is a total of 12. And again, if you listen to what I just shared with you here, you only went out and found 3. And you taught those 3 how to go out and do the same thing. And at that point, you're at $600 a month. And we like to say $500 net because $100 goes back to pay your membership, and you're at $500 a month. Now, to some of you, that right there might look like just what you need in order to relieve what it is that you're dealing with. And I'm going to show you how. When you go back and you look at all the reports and the data out there, they tell you that the average family could avoid bankruptcy with just an extra $500 in their budget. So when you think about all the bankruptcies that happen in this country, the average family could have avoided with $500 a month. Now, I went out there and I done a little research, and what I did was I took the $500 a month, I went over to Dave Ramsey's site, and he had an actual investment calculator there. And I put the $500 a month in the calculator, and I took it out 20 years. I said, okay, if I was to invest this $500 a month for 20 years, and let's say if I experienced a 12% annual return, let's say if I put it in a mutual fund or something like that, then that $500 a month over those 20 years, I would be put in right at $130,000 into that investment portfolio. Now, the interest that I would be then earned off of my investment would be almost another $300 and something. And it came out to be a little bit under $500,000 that I would have in that investment nest egg over 20 years, just taking this $500 a month that you would earn at the second level of commissions with our company and investing it in some type of investment vehicle that paid me 12%. And again, income disclaimer, again, I'm not a financial advisor, so I can't advise you on how to invest, and there's no guarantee that you will make any money with this opportunity. This is all for illustration purposes. Now, the next level of commissions in our company is when you actually achieve what we call the Founder 3 level. And the Founder 3 is where when you go out, like I said, you know, you have 3 and you help each one of those 3 build a team of 3. Now you're at the $600 level. And the way that works is it gets really interesting over here, because see, at the Founder 3 level, you have the ability of earning anywhere from $600 to $1,000 a month in residual income. Again, remember, this money will keep coming in month by month. You earned it last month, but you receive it again this month. So as you notice, if you go up in volume levels to $2,500 in your network in total volume, you're going to receive $700 a month. And to kind of give you an idea of what volume relates to in this illustration, Your monthly subscription package for $99.95 gives you $90. I mean 90 points in volume. For you to actually activate the first commission level, you got to have 360 points in volume. So each one of these individuals have to do 90 points in volume. Again, this is why we actually suggest that everybody that joins our team actually subscribe to the $99 a month package. You're going to get all the benefits from it, save money, manage money, and make money, but it's also going to qualify you for commissions. So let's get back to this. So if you reach the 5,000 volume level, that's going to activate the $800 commission. $7,500 level is going to activate $1,000 in commissions. Now, again, you can move up by becoming what we call a founder 4. And that's the information. I'm not going to get into that too much because that might confuse you guys. What I'm going to do is go to a different slide here. Then I'm going to come back to that one. This right here is all the current levels in our company right now. And just to kind of give you an idea of the growth and the earnings, and again, income disclaimer. Now, 1 year ago, we had 16 individuals in this company that was earning $600 and more per month. 1 year later, as of the date, we have over 3,500 distributors that are earning anywhere from $600 to $114,000 a month. And we actually, if you look here, this gives you an idea of the average earnings of these different positions right here. So if you'll notice right here, you can go anywhere from an IBO, which is 0, because the first commission level is director, 3, and you can go all the way up to a diamond. And actually, we just actually added another level that's called the global level, and that's a minimum of $100,000 a month. And that's what's not illustrated on this chart. So it's even another level with that now. So why wake up now? One, because it's a strong growing company. Second of all is we have real products of value. So when you go out in the marketplace, you can be really proud about sharing our products and services with your family, with your network. It's no selling overpriced products people don't want or need. We provide you with extensive training through our teams and also through the company, mentoring tools. And again, when you sign up at the $99 level with us, we're going to give you everything that you need. You're going to get a corporate site that you'll be able to use as an e-commerce site that you'll be able to market your products and services and actually attract other distributors. As a team, we provide you with marketing systems and also training sites. Everything that you need is going to be included with that $99.95. Now, also, some individuals do decide to go out and purchase other additional things just to help them speed along what they're doing. But everything that you need is provided for you when you actually sign up as a subscriber with us. Now, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go back to the panel really quickly, and we're going to do a wrap up. And then what we're going to do is we're going to invite you to actually get back with the person that invited you to this call. Okay, so give me 1 minute here. Okay, can you guys see me again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's start with you, James. Let's go around and just do a wrap up, do a summary, just talk about the opportunity and just share with them. Let's go ahead and wrap things up for them.
Yeah, I think, guys, you need to jump on this because a lot of people don't realize, this company is still young, so you're really getting in on the ground floor. And when that surge hits, you don't want to be left behind. You don't want to be second guessing yourself, wishing that you had did this opportunity now instead of later. So all I can say is take action, take the first step forward, grab it, learn it, and enjoy it.
Okay, what about you, Jim?
Well, most people I mention this to, a lot of them say it's a scam.
Mm-hmm.
And a scam is when somebody takes your money and you get nothing in return. Your $99 gets you all this software, this product, services, and for me, more importantly, the vacation club. That's what I'm in it for. But it's not a scam. You get in. I was at the Cardinal game yesterday. I had my pastor with me. He used to do network marketing. I mentioned it to him. Hey, right then, I entered a trip on my tax bot. Spoke about business with him, and he's interested. He's getting ready to check it out, and you know, company's only been around 5 years. It's still new. I said, you want to He even said, you want to get in it when it's new. You don't want to wait, any longer than what you have to get in, because you don't want to wait until, you know, all these other people in. You want to get in now, get people under you, so you can start busting rank and making some money. And it's not all about the money. It's about helping other people save money and making money. And you know, I don't like working for the man no more than anybody else does. So I'm in it for the time freedom and financial freedom.
Okay, what about you? What about you, Trey?
I would say don't hesitate. I think that would be the biggest mistake that anybody's making. Probably all of us even slightly thought about was like that little tiny bit of hesitation, and then you just have to like push it back and just go with it and take off because it's a no risk thing. If you have second guesses about it, there's no risk to it, and the only thing that could happen is benefit. And so I would say just put your head down and work and go at it, and then just just enjoy it. Help other people, help yourself.
Okay, and I'm gonna
And
go ahead.
this is no get rich quick scheme.
Yeah.
Money's not going to fall in your lap. You have to get out and hustle and work to get
Right,
people to sign up. You know, get familiar with the products, what we sell. Everything, the energy drinks, the coffee, even the digital project products that we have. You have to get familiar with them. Get out and talk to people. It's not going to fall in your lap. You're not going to become a millionaire overnight, but you can get financial freedom and time freedom from this. So you know, I suggest that you get
Yes.
in it now. The sooner the better.
right. You got something else you want to say, James?
Yeah, I just wanted to touch on a little bit something about the digital package. If you're saying $99 is not worth it, when you break down each component of that digital package in the real world market, you're looking at from anywhere from 300 to almost $500 worth of products. So right there, you got the savings right there on top of all the benefits it's giving you.
Right, 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 right. And we were talking about it the other day where we were saying that really you can pull out just one piece of this software and you can justify $100. Just look at with the tax bot itself.
Yeah.
If before you decide to join, a business, like this, if you're operating as an employee, everything you put in your gas tank is gone. I mean, it's getting you to work, but you're not getting any returns. You're not getting anything back with what you spent out outside of gas. But the minute that you decide to launch a home-based business, now a certain portion of all your fuel cost is a write-off. That right there alone covers the $100 value. Now, one of the things that I want to talk about on the wrap up is that it's kind of like what it's pretty much what everybody's been talking about. You can sit out there and you can complain about your finances, about your life, about your job, or you can get out there and do something.
Hmm.
I'm a firm believer of taking action. I always tell people, don't complain to me unless you're planning on doing something about it. And a lot of people out there, they want to do something, but they just don't have the courage to do anything because they've never done anything. And again, what I would do is I would tell you, if you've always thought about launching a business out there, come check out what we're doing here. It's a real good way of bridging out of the employee quadrant into being a business owner without the risk. And just like these guys were telling you here, this is not something for nothing. We're not looking to have people come over here and bring a lot of negativity, a lot of complaining, and not do any work. But if you come here and put your head down, if you're coachable, teachable, you know how to be a team player, you know how to follow a system. This is one thing I can guarantee you. If you give if you give this business 10 to 12 months in your life and you really get in here and work it, I guarantee you're going to be a better man or woman when you come out of it. And it's not just because of the money that you'll have the potential of making. It's because who you're going to have to become to do something like this. It's a reason why 98% of the people in the world work for the 2%. I mean, if you want to actually be an owner instead of an employee, if you want to actually go out there and take control of your financial destiny, then you got to take action. You know, and one of the things that we preach around here is that we don't sell, we don't convince. What we do is just share. You know, we share ideas and concepts with you. And if you decide that this makes sense to you, then we welcome you. You know, we welcome you to the team. You know, if not, then that's good too. You know, it's not for everybody. And what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna invite you. If you were invited to this call by somebody in your life, first of all, thank them for doing that because they thought enough of you to invite you. Now, if this made sense to you and you want to take the next step, you know, if you have questions or if you're ready to get started, just get back with the person that invited you to this call. And this is what I'm going to warn you. I'm going to warn you of not doing this one thing that I see a lot of people make mistakes on when it comes to things like this. Do not run to your broke friends. Do not run to your broke Aunt Betty, you know, your Uncle John, you know, who's never done anything. Okay. You know, why would you go get advice from somebody who's broke for to validate something that you're trying to do in your life? Why would you do that? Now, if you're going to go out there, you're going to ask somebody's opinion. Go find somebody who's living the life or doing what you want to do. Then go ask them their opinion. But then again, remember, it's just an opinion. But I'm going to inoculate you before you go running out doing that. Don't do it. The other thing is, it's kind of what Jim hit on. In this day and age with the internet, people love to yell everything is a scam. I mean, sometimes I go with the viewpoint of saying, what don't people think is a scam? You know, they think anything out here is a scam. You know, you tell a person, okay, look, you know, you have to go work for that. Oh, that's a scam. Why isn't it just given to me? You know, and it's a reason why a lot of people are broke out there. And I always tell people there's a difference between a broke-minded person and a broke person. See, a broke person might not have any money in their bank account, but it's not permanent. You know, they're looking for a way to make money. A broke-minded person can have $20,000 in their bank account and still be broke-minded because they're complaining about their finances and their lifestyle, but they won't invest one penny into themselves. They'll go out and consume clothing, eating, partying, dining, cars, houses, but they won't invest not one thing into themselves. Those are the kind of individuals that we try to steer away from, you know. But again, if you're like-minded, if you're out here, you're trying to make some changes in your life, you want to win in your life, and you're tired of losing out here, you're tired of getting beat up by the world, by circumstances and stuff, I invite you to not just exist anymore. You know, why don't you move over and try to do something different and try to live some? Stop complaining about your situation and go ahead and do something about it. And again, you know, if it's not this opportunity or this business model, still do something. And again, we invite you. You know, just if you want to reach out to us, go ahead and reach out to us, and we'll get back with you. You know, as soon as possible with some information or with the details on how you can go ahead and get started. Anybody else got anything to say before we wrap this up?
Nothing about covered at all.
Okay, guys. Well, we're going to thank you guys for coming out today. We're going to tell you to get out there and just really, you know, if you heard this, just wake up. Wake up today. You know, what you did yesterday didn't work to this point. Do something different. And this is a wrap, but we'll catch you on the next Hangout. Thank you.